Hello, and welcome back to Mindpunch SMP on the vanilla Mindpunch vanilla server of vanillaness. So, what are we doing today? Today, I wanted to work on a little project below the museum, which is going to be the Hall of Victors. This is going to be like a little hall dedicated to the people who've won Ultra Hardcore. So, I'm gonna have UHC season 1, and then like a pixel art of my face, and season 2, and then a picture of Ziwa's or Zawakwa's face. Then on this wall, I'll write UHC 3 and have Zawakwa and Dew on fire. And yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm gonna have to decorate it first before I do the pixel arts though. So I just kind of wanted to kind of give you guys the idea I'm gonna be doing down there. It's gonna be good. So yeah, so I wanted to talk about UHC because that was last night. So there was a lot of good stuff about UHC. A lot. Let me see. Do I have any wood up here? It went quite well. We had a bit of a shaky start, and what happened was the initially the scatter command wasn't working, and the scatter command's the command that scatters everyone out into the world, and then they get basically they just get scattered out into the world. They're all far away from each other, and then I would teleport people to their teammates, and it didn't work. It spawned everyone in the exact same spot. Now, this is the first time I've had that issue. I don't know. I'm assuming it's an issue with the current version of the plugin for 1.5.2. I'm going to be looking at some comments on it for the next GHC, which could be soon. I don't know. I don't want to announce that yet. It might be this week or next week. I don't know. But anyway, but it did go well. We had a really good turnout. I think there was about 16 people there. Um, we weren't able to stick to the plan though, in that people had to come, a little bit later, and that was partly their fault, partly my fault, because such as TV Indie, like I got the time zone wrong for him, so I'm gonna be taking a lot more care with that this time with the next GHC, which is gonna be season 4. As for season 4, I don't know what I'm gonna be doing for that yet. I don't know because a lot of people have suggested doing uh well, one person, creator of things, suggested doing it with not with teams, just a free for all. And I don't know, that's not a bad idea, but at the same time, it's not an amazing idea because a lot of people play it for the team aspect. Like they wouldn't some people like Jack and maybe Jack and definitely Delonic. They only play it for the team aspect. Like they wouldn't want to do UHC on their own, and it would be kind of annoying sometimes because this UHC can go on for 4 hours before we do the death match. This one was shorter, but it could go on for a maximum of 4 hours before the death match. And if it had have went on for 4 hours without, a break, and if you're not recording, you're sitting there in silence, concentrating in UHC. If you are recording though, you're talking to yourself for 4 straight hours basically, unless you're pausing the recording to go to the bathroom or something like that. You're basically sitting talking to yourself for 4 hours, and that could probably get quite boring quite quickly. Um, Actually, let me see. Do I have any coal? Because I'm going to need to cook up some more stone bricks here. By the way, I was wondering who was doing this to the museum. This is a Darrowman, or Darrowman, and Jack. I've been messing around with that. Do I have any coal? Yeah, I do. So that's good. So, um, I probably am going to be closing the applications for the server quite soon. The reason for that is most people in the community feel like we've got an active enough amount of players that we can safely close the whitelist for the time being. If people become inactive in the future, then I guess we can do that. But we had 16 people playing ultra hardcore, and we have at least 3 or 4 other active people that couldn't make UHC. Um, but that's a pretty decent size for a server, and with summer coming up, a lot of people are going to be on with their summer vacation when they're off school or off work, so, you know. Um, anyway, so I think I'll go stone brick floor. I don't know for the roof, though, or the staircase. Let's put in some lights, let's see. Put a light there, and then we'll leave 2, maybe? 2, put a light there, at least. Yeah, that'll do. This will be the lighting then. And I'll put some lights in the floor, I think. There we go. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Let's take this out. So, I it went quite well. We had a few things that went wrong after the scatter command went wrong. We had some issues with players healing, and the server was on. I had to change the server to hard mode, and then about 5 or 10 minutes in, we realized that no mobs were spawning, so we had to not 5 or 10 minutes, a little while, and we realized that no mobs were spawning, so we had to reload the server, and then Minecraft.net started to have issues, and my computer had a little bit of a meltdown. But in the end, it worked out really well. We only had two people that needed to leave. I think Random Dog needed to leave and Tytron needed to leave. But other than that, everyone else was able to stay in the game until they died or until the game was over. Um, we had a lot of people that said they were going to be recording it, but TVND couldn't record it because he started a little bit. It started earlier for him than he expected, so he didn't have time to set it up. Jay Blaze 24 was going to record it, but his mic didn't arrive when it was supposed to. So, oh, darn it. So he couldn't record it. I was going to record it, but something weird happened with my PC. Skype, for whatever reason, I don't know what happened, but I was using Skype on my phone because I didn't want to be on my laptop. I kind of wanted to take a break from it. I was going downstairs to eat some food, but I wanted to talk to Jack and Delonic and Jerry about our plans for UHC. And we we were talking about it, and then when I tried to log back onto Skype on my computer, it said that every one of my contact lists, not just them, but every one of my contact lists was offline. I tried restarting Skype, I tried logging out and signing back in, I tried everything. I tried restarting my computer, but to no avail. So I was unable to use Skype. So you'd basically be listening to, an audio-less video for 4 hours, and alternatively, I guess I could, voiceover for 4 hours, but it's not the same as seeing the live commentary and us panicking and me seeing a sheep and thought it was a player, one of the other issues we had was the bedrock wall glitch too. It didn't generate like it was supposed to, so it was very hard. I think that's why nobody really found anyone till the very end when we all told each other kind of the coordinates. But nobody was able to find each other because everyone kept moving outside of the map boundaries because the bedrock wall hadn't generated. Now, I don't think it's a glitch with the server because the server, it's basically just a bucket server and it's running the bucket plugin. So it has to be an issue because there's no other plugins installed or anything like that. So it has to be the bedrock wall. And if we do the next UHC without teams, we can keep it 1600 by 1600 blocks because it said there'll be, I imagine, 14, 16 players, maybe something like that. Maybe 12 or minimum. That's plenty big for that many players. Whereas I guess if we had 16 players on that kind of a map size, it's still harder to get a fight in because you can't find them because there's still only 4 teams or whatever. But if we're doing it in teams, then I think we're gonna probably just have it like. If we do it in teams, we're probably just gonna reduce the map size by like 400 blocks or 600 blocks. So it's either 1,000 by 1,000 or 1,200 by 1,200. I think it's a good size. Not too big, not too small. But yeah, so I don't know. I want to do the next UHC soon. I really enjoyed it, and I think a lot of other people did too. It would have been much better if we could have got some PvP action in there. We didn't until the very end. I think the only people that actually died to other players was me and Delonic. We died in the final battle against Swako and Jew. We had a little bit of a shootout. My internet crashed. We came back, and what happened was Jew on fire and Zawak were waiting there. We had a little bit more of a shootout, and we decided that we had to run forward and fight them, and we did. But Delonic was doing fine. She managed to pour out a lava bucket, which trapped Zawakwa in a hole under the ground, so he couldn't get out. So we just had to deal with Jew. But she accidentally set herself on fire and took quite a lot of damage. So Jew shot her with an arrow, and then when I was trying to get to Jew, I kept getting stuck in the terrain, and I really should have backed off and just retreated. But it didn't happen because there was no way Zawaka was getting out of that hole, so I would have just really had to fight Jew and then dig a hole in the roof and attack Zawaka. And obviously it wouldn't have been that straightforward, but do I have any more snowbricks? No. Okay, so I think that overall I could have done a lot better. I think Zawaka and Jew had a nice little strategy of staying underground for a long time. But on the subject of recording, out of everyone who said they were going to record, the only person that was able to record was IMVU for you. I don't know what is actually. I just call him Indy, well, everyone just calls him MV or something like that. well, he was able to record, so we're just gonna have him in the. We're just gonna probably. I'm just gonna link to his channel in the video description. Uh, which is gonna be great. But yeah, I was thinking that for the next UHC, I might do it as soon as this Sunday, and I think probably as soon as this video goes up, there'll be like some kind of announcement about UHC Season 4. I'm quite excited for it. I think that I can do quite well this time, better than last time. The other players that died from PvP was TV Indy near the very end. He was camping on Zawakwa and Jew. He was shooting at them. Zawakwa caught sight of him and shot him. He was quite low on health, but overall, everyone lasted quite a long time. I think the first death was Creator of Things. Tytron. They found a desert temple, and Tytron knocked him off the thing. He was digging a block, and they were heading on their way down, and he dug out a block in the staircase, and Creator fell down and died. Kind of not a good way to go in Ultra Hardcore, but oh, Skelly, yeah, there he is. So not the best way to go in UHC. I think for the next UHC, I'm gonna be recording it on a different PC. I'm gonna get a loan of a gaming PC because this is the thing. Like when I'm fighting mobs right now, I'm not as good at it as if I was fighting them without recording. So you can probably guess that PvP would be even worse. So I think that I will be probably recording in a different PC. But you know, I don't know. It's kind of complicated because a lot of people like it for the single for the just the UHC, but a lot of people like it for teams as well. So I haven't decided yet, you know, a final decision on what we're gonna do in terms of what we're gonna do. I'm probably gonna put like an annotation in the video or something to the sign-up sheet on the forum, the Mindpunch forum, which I gotta start linking in these descriptions. I keep forgetting to link the server thread and that kind of thing. Like, I really wanna, I just forget all the time, like every video. But yeah, I'm gonna give you a link to MV's channel. I think he's uploading all the issues. I think he's uploading maybe one episode per night or something like that. So let's see, how big is this wall? Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if we do 5 and then like 2 blocks in the middle here will be like the dividing line between the two faces. I think that'll work. So we're getting we've got a few minutes left of this video, but I just wanted to say that, in fact, you know what, guys? I'm gonna be back once I've made a decision about actually no. I'm gonna be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. I was gonna say I'll be right back when I make a decision about Ultra Hardcore Season 4. I want to do it so that it'll please everybody, but obviously I can't please everybody. You know, that's just impossible to please everybody. So I'm probably just gonna leave a link in the description with not only MV's channel, so you can actually watch what happened. Because even after he died, I think this is giving away a little too much, but he did die. He died quite late in the game, but when he did, he kept on recording, and he, like, in creative mode, like spectating everybody just to see, and I think he was there for the final fight as well. So yeah, it was good. It was really good fun, and I'm hoping that the next GHC turns out to be even better, because we'll have, I'm pretty sure I want to do teams for it, but I'm not going to make any kind of announcement, because I kind of want every UHC to have kind of something gimmicky in it that people are gonna, you know, find different, because I don't want it to just be kill people with teams every time. Like, I want to do a solo UHC at some point, but I think that's something more for during the summer, during the weekdays or something, when less people can make it. But this time, because something that happened in this UHC was we weren't able to stick with the teams because people were arriving late because of time zones and stuff like that, and some people just couldn't make it in time. But the issue was that, and that meant that I kind of panicked a little at the start, and I just kind of put people in random teams. This time we're going to be definitely sticking to the teams that are announced in the intro video that I'm going to be posting on the channel for Season 4, which I'm hopefully going to get up in a day or two. See, from the point of view of getting the best amount of people there and the most time to prepare for it and that kind of thing, it would be better to do it next week. I just really want to do a UHC, like, so bad, though. I really want to get my revenge on Zoakwa. But doing UHC, though, if we do it every week, it's not going to be as special as it is when we actually do it. So yeah, I think that's going to be about it then for this place. I'm going to end off this episode in a minute. We're getting a little low on time, and I'm getting a little low on time. I need to upload this before I pack it in for the night. Well, I want to have a little free time. There's a project I want to work on, and I want to kind of get some arrangements thought out for ultra hardcore and that kind of thing. So I don't know, guys. Get a link in the description to the thread for UHC Season 4, MV's channel, his first video, and the Mindpunch forum. We're closing applications for the server this Wednesday, so if anyone wants to get in a final application, now is the time. There's no guarantee these will be closed permanently, but I think they will be closed for quite a while, so that's that. So anyway, guys, thank you all. Oh, what the heck? Thank you all for watching this episode of Mindpunch SMP. I hope you're going to check out MV channel. He's got some really good coverage of UHC coming. It's going to be great. And thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.